Good morning, boys and girls. It is time for math. And today I need you to get page 215 out of your math workbooks. And it is going to have a bunch of shapes on it. I've already cut mine out. But I want you to get it out. I want you to get a pair of scissors. And I want you to cut all the shapes out, just like we did yesterday with the rectangles and squares. You're going to notice that some of the shapes, like this green one, it was a circle, but it had a dotted line down the middle, and I want you to cut through the dotted line. So I want you to cut everywhere there is a dotted line. And you can pause the video while you get your scissors ready and get those cut out. And then once they are all cut out, you can start the video again. I will wait for you to get that done. All right, boys and girls, as soon as you are ready, I hope that you were able to get a baggie yesterday or something to put your rectangles and squares in and save them. We're going to use those later on this week, and so I really want you to keep those shapes somewhere safe. If you have all of these shapes cut out, you can tell they're not rectangles and squares today. We have circles, we have triangles, we have some other different shapes. And today we're going to sort them into 3 piles, okay? The first pile that we're going to make is with our triangles. And you probably saw that these green triangles they started out as a hexagon, right? And then there were dotted lines on there, so you cut them all up. And you should have gotten 6 little triangles from those. So we're going to put those 6 triangles into a pile. We know that those are triangles. You're very familiar with that shape. Okay, are there any other triangles in our pile? Yes, this purple one is a triangle. Okay, we're going to put it over here with the green ones. Now, these 2 pieces started out as a rectangle, right? But if you cut on the dotted line, they became 2 triangles. Now, you'll notice that all these triangles are different sizes. But that's okay, because the only rule about being a triangle is that it has 3 sides. Okay? So it doesn't matter if they're different sizes. It doesn't matter if one side is short and 2 sides are long. As long as it has 3 sides, it is a triangle. Okay. Let's see if there's any more triangles. Oh, let's see. Did you see these? This circle that you cut apart? Are these triangles? What do you think? They have 3, well, they actually only have 2 straight sides, right? And then they have a curved side. These are not triangles, because along with having 3 straight sides, or 3 sides, they have to be straight edges. Okay, so can you see this has 3 straight edges. This one has a curved edge. So these red ones actually are not triangles, and we are going to put those over in a separate pile. All right, how about this? It started out as a circle, right? But then we cut it in half. Is it still a circle? It is not, because once we cut it in half, it quit being a circle. It's actually a half circle now. So that's going to go over in our odd pile. Things that are not circles and are not triangles. Okay, let's see. How about this one? How many sides does this shape have? This actually has 6 sides, and it's called a hexagon. It is not a circle, so we're going to put it over here with our not circles, not triangles. Okay, what about this one? Yes, circle, circle. Okay, what about this guy? 6 sides. It's another hexagon. We're going to put it over here. So we have our 3 piles. We have our triangles, we have our circles, and we have our not triangles or circles. Okay. If you will pause the video for just a minute, I need you to tear out the next page in your workbook, and it is page 217, and it looks like this. Are you back? All right. Well, like I said, today we're going to learn about triangles and circles, and those are our two vocabulary words right there, triangles and circles. A triangle has three sides. A circle is a closed shape. It goes all the way around. So we are going to look at the shapes in this box. It says which shapes are not triangles or circles. Okay, they're going to be our oddball shapes. So let's look at the first one. What do you think? Yes or no? Yes, it is a circle. It goes all the way around. Okay. What about this one? Is it a triangle or a circle? No, we learned yesterday that this is a what? Rectangle. Good job. These two sides are even. These two sides are even. Okay, how about this one? Let's count the sides. 1, 2, 3. Is it a triangle? Yes, it is. It has 3 sides. Okay, let's look at the orange one. Let's count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. It is not a triangle or a circle. In fact, it's not even a square or a rectangle. It's called a rhombus. Okay, let's look over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that a triangle or a circle? No, it is a square. 1, 2, 3. But look at that hole right there. It can only be a triangle if it is closed. There can't be any openings. So we're going to X that one out. Okay, and let's take a look at this red one. Now, it looks a little bit different than this one. This one has the point at the top, right? Even if it's pointing the other direction, as long as it has 3 sides, it is a triangle. Okay, and our last one, let's count. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is also a triangle. Let's go down to number 2. It says draw the shape. The shape that you draw must be closed. Means it can't have an opening in it. It must have 3 sides. And it must have 3 corners. Now, those corners do not have to be square corners, because the corners on a triangle are not squared corners, but they are still corners. A corner is simply where 2 sides meet together. Okay, can you go ahead and draw a shape right there that matches all of those rules? Did you draw something like this? Did you draw something like this? Would both of those follow the rules? Are they closed? Yes. Do they have 3 sides? Yes. Do they have 3 corners? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Corners are simply where the sides meet. Yes. Either one of those would match the rules. Number 3 says, draw a shape that's closed and has no corners. There is only one shape in the whole wide world that has no corners. Do you know what that shape is? Yes, It is a circle. Speaking of a circle, did anybody see that big, beautiful pink moon last night? It's supposed to be the biggest moon of the whole year this year. Isn't that exciting? That was kind of a fun thing to look at. If you didn't, you might want to check tonight. It's probably still out there. Go ahead and turn your paper over to the back. Okay, it says ring the shapes that follow the sorting rule. And when it says ring, that just means draw a circle around it. Do you remember that? It just means draw a circle around it. Okay, so number 4 says, oh, and then it says draw a shape that fits the rule. So we're going to draw our own shape over here. So number 4 says shapes that are closed. Okay, so a closed shape means it doesn't have any holes or openings in it. So is this first one, is it closed? Yes. So we're supposed to draw a ring or a circle around the shapes that follow the rule. And this shape, that shape is closed. Okay, let's look at this one. Is this shape closed? No, it has an opening right there, right? So we're not going to circle that one. Okay, what about this? Is this shape closed? No, it has an opening right there. And what about this last one? Is it closed? Yes, it goes all the way around. Right here, I want you to draw a shape that's closed. Any shape you want, as long as it's closed. As long as it doesn't have any openings in it. Okay, you can choose a triangle. You can choose a circle. Whichever you want. I mean, even a square is closed as long as it doesn't have any openings in it, right? All right, let's go down to number 5. The rule is shapes with 3 sides and 3 corners. Okay, let's look at the red one. Is there 3 sides? 1, 2, 3. Yes. But is there 3 corners? 1, 2, 3. Yes, there is. So does that shape follow the rule? Yep, we're going to circle it. Okay, what about this one? Are there 3 sides? No. No sides, no corners. That does not follow the rule. Okay, 3 sides, 3 corners. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Let's check out the corners. 1, 2, 3. Yes, it does follow the rule. And our last one. Let's check the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. It does not follow the rule. There is only one shape, boys and girls, that has 3 sides and 3 corners, and it is a triangle. But a triangle can be lots of different sizes. They can be fat, they can be skinny, they can be tall, they can be short. But the shape that you draw there must be some kind of a triangle. Number 6, shapes with a square corner. Do you remember what a square corner is? A square corner looks like this. It has to be like that. It can't be like that. It can't be like that. Okay, a square corner has to make half of a square. See, if I finish that off, it would be a square. Okay, so that's a square corner, half of a square. All right? Let's look at this shape. Does it have square corners? Do they make half of a square? Yes, they do. It follows the rule. Does this shape have square corners? It doesn't have any corners, does it? Okay, what about this? Let's see, a square corner would go like this. Does that have square corners? No. What about this? Oh, look, here's a square corner. Is this a square corner? Nope. Is this a square corner? Nope. But look at what the rule says. Shapes with a square corner. Does this one have at least one square corner? It does. So that would follow the rule. Even though it's a triangle, that one edge of the triangle is a square corner. Because look, it's half of a square. This shape right here, if we finished it just like that on the other side, it would be a square. And that's what makes it a square corner. Would you draw a shape that has a square corner? It might be a rectangle. It might be a square. Or it could be a triangle that is shaped like this. As long as that triangle is half of a square, it's going to have a square corner. All right? That's kind of an interesting thing to learn. Let's see if we can remember that tomorrow when we continue on. Would you please take the little shapes that you cut out today and gather them up and put them in a little bag or envelope with your rectangle shapes, because we're going to be doing some activities later this week and we're going to want all of these shapes in order to have fun with those activities. So if you can keep those in a bag or maybe an envelope. If you don't have one, maybe you could fold a piece of paper in half and tape or glue the sides shut. And then if you will just tuck it right inside your math book, then it will be there tomorrow when we're ready to learn again. Thanks for joining me for math. See you tomorrow.